Hey, greetings from Buffalo Brook. Little shot upstream on this beautiful day. It is Memorial Day weekend. Rick and I are here. I'll go over and say hey to Rick first, or in a second. But first, I just dug a test pan, moved a bunch of rocks. I got a little piece of lead, which is a good sign. And then there's 2 pieces of gold. I don't know where the other piece is. I think I washed it down in. Oh, there might be a little tiny speck there too, but that's a good sign. It's me and Rick today. We're the host and star of this show. Unless we find gold, then gold's always a star, right? Let's go see what Rick's got going on over here. Rick's already got his reaper set up and he's shoveling right into it. He's down in the bedrock there. I just spent like 20 minutes moving rocks over there in my hole. Right there by my shovel. I don't have my glasses on, so shovel's right there, I think. See anything yet?
I thought I saw a piece in that bottom ripple a while ago, but I'm not seeing it now. Nope. Nothing good anyway.
Hopefully Rick's tailings won't make it down to my hole down there, but if they do, oh well, that's the way it goes. All right, let me get out of here before I trip and fall. I'm gonna classify a bucket, set up. I got the bazooka today, right there. I'm gonna set up over there, and we're gonna go for it. I'm down beyond a little drop off in the bedrock. I'm hoping that in this little flat spot right here, there's gonna be some. I may have to cut back into this bank a little bit. I'm well within the river, so I'm not worried about getting on into this gravel bar. The flood back last July really changed this up here. It's amazing. This whole gravel bar I'm standing on was here, but if you look downstream, there's a berm that it formed. And this river actually was on the other side of that berm. There's a big rock right there off the end of my finger. And the river used to flow around that. Now at the base of that rock, there's some bedrock there. May take a couple of scoopfuls out there because it's only ankle deep. But that used to be 2 to 3 feet deep down through there. Now it's just about dry because this whole river's just moved over. It's pretty impressive. All right, enough yakking. Let's get after it. I'm ready to find some gold here on Buffalo. Well, I'm on Buffalo. Did I say that? Well, now you know. All right, that's as much as I'm going to pull that material back. That's a lot of black sand. I'm going to be humping a fair amount of black sand out of here. I think I saw a couple pieces go down through too. Rick's still working on his. He hasn't done a clean out yet. I wanted to do 1 bucket, 1 clean out just to see what it was looking like, and that's definitely worth, that is not a full bucket, probably 2/3 of an 8-gallon bucket. So there we go. Note to self, or note to whoever, see that stick right there in Rick's pan? I came over to show Rick my gold and chucked that stick. Well, he was using that thing, so he's like, hey, where'd my stick go? Sorry, man. Don't mess with another man's dig site. I really shouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna eat a donut. The only reason why I mention that is if you're coming north through Ludlow, headed to Buffalo Brook, Camp Plymouth State Park, there's a new donut shop in town, apple cider donuts. Plain or sugar and cinnamon sprinkled. I already just had one of those, so now I gotta try a plain one. Never met a donut I didn't like. Unfortunately, it shows. Just in case you were wondering what I use for a classifier, is I like this. This came in a kit from Mine Lab. I like the handles on it. It is a 1/2-inch classifier. That's all I ever use up here, because I've seen on rare occasion pieces that go through a 1/4 inch. So I've gone to 1/2 inch. The only problem with this is an 8-gallon bucket. So it's bigger in diameter, and this fits down in there. And you can see because the water level at the top of the bucket. Now if I set that on a 5-gallon bucket, there's only a 1/4 inch of water on there. And you always end up scooping some more dirt out of with your pan, or dirt. You end up scooping more water with your pan, and it just adds an extra step to try to wash your material down through. So I picked up a few of these 5-gallon buckets, or 8-gallon buckets. Man, let's pay attention. From Pick and Shovel up in Newport, Vermont. They're cider house buckets. And that works pretty well. I just don't fill them all the way because I can't carry 8 gallons worth of dirt. In contrast to what Rick's using, this is from Garrett. This is a 1/2 inch. That has square holes in it. Mine have hex holes in it. This fits very nicely down into a 5-gallon pail. You're probably wondering why I don't use one of these. Well, I just have never bought one. See, there's a few inches of water down there. Whoops. Get that out of the river. I think it's busted plastic from my bucket, but... And then see how that fits down in the 8-gallon pail. It barely does. So, whoops. That was clearly designed a lot better for a 5-gallon pail. And I'm not sure what that was designed for, but I care about that. The depth of the water in the classifier makes a big difference for me. So just thought I'd point that out. If you're interested in either one of these, hit up High Plains Prospecting for all your gold panning gear. And please use my affiliate link. Helps me out a little bit. Thank you.
Not a lot. I'm hoping there's more in the box than there was in the ripples.
Rick's doing a clean out. I don't want to make him nervous, but we're going to watch his panning technique. Yeah. Everybody has their own, whatever works for you. The trick is to wash the heavies back and without washing the gold back. So once you get good at it, you develop your own technique.
I don't see anything popping up yet.
We know there's some in there because you saw it in the
just a couple
in the riffles on the.
A lot of heavies.
Yeah, there is.
Keep popping up over there, I think.
Oh, got a bug eating me. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. Flies are out.
Yeah. There's a small one up top.
Yeah. There's a lot of that in here, man. I've seen a bunch of it so far.
A couple small ones. There's more up top.
Well, I know there's gold down through here because I was here this winter, so. It seemed to be better along the edge of the gravel, even though I'm digging more into the center. I'm sort of working my way out, and I'm just kind of feeling to try to see where bedrock is, how deep, because it's right here at my feet, probably 4 inches, and then it drops right off. So I'm hoping, because this is angled a little bit to the flow, I'm hoping that something dropped out in here. I'm fairly certain this area probably was dredged back in the 70s or 80s or whatever, because the road went right by here. Actually, there was probably either a bridge here or a water crossing, because the road goes right up through there and it comes down right here. So I'm sure that they probably stopped and dredged this because it's all bedrock right here before all this friggin' gravel got washed in here. But that's was a lot of years ago, so hopefully they left us some and some more gold got washed in here. All right, we'll keep going. My bucket's full, so I'm gonna go feed the bazooka. So stay tuned. We might do another clean out after this bucket, or I might not. I haven't decided yet. So just for reference, that's how much I filled up my bucket. I probably could have put a little bit more in there. That's pretty heavy though. So let's throw a scoop in here and see how the bazooka's running. Not as good as it was the first time. Got a rock on it so I can, it doesn't float away on me. Yeah, it's not the flow's not quite as good, but I think I'm going to leave it there because I don't know what happened. That was cleaning out a lot faster than that. Let me put a few more scoops in that, and I'll check the front to see how the front's cleaned out. I'm loading it pretty fast. Hoping I start seeing a little bit bigger gold right there. It means I'm getting down closer to bedrock, but I don't know in this spot. See if I can check the front of that without... Oh yeah, she's cleaning out. Okay. Well, we'll leave her right there. We'll let her peel. This was from more towards the center of the river, and right there, there's a little piece in the indicator mat that's glued in there. It's the only one I see. So let's do a clean out and see if we need to dig more towards the center or more towards the gravel bar. And I probably ought to clarify, when I mean more towards the center where the water's flowing, the center of the river is more towards the gravel bar. So just to clear that up, I don't want any confusion. Looking downstream, I either dig right or dig left. So this was digging left looking downstream. If it's not as good as the last pan, then I'm digging right. That's a hot tip of the day. If you're not finding gold, move around a little. Kind of goes without saying, but I said it anyway. So there. All right, we'll do mine first because I only got one piece. Whoopee. So that tells me I gotta dig more to the right looking downstream, but Rick said he's got a nice piece stuck in his riffle over here. Oh, well, hello there. I can, yeah. That's a beauty.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm glad to see that pop up.
Yeah. There, that means we've got some gold going on. That's bigger than anything I found on the Wham last weekend. Sweet, Rick got a nice piece. The hike in here was all worth it. It's a challenge to get up here. There's a lot of trees down across the trail now, more so than there were this past winter. Some of those windstorms really wreaked some havoc in here. Had a lot of wind this spring. All right, so looking downstream, the right is this way, so we're gonna dig more towards this big rock right here. And I think I'm gonna set downstream just a hair and come in right through here. That's gonna be my goal. So I'm not gonna dig that to the left anymore. I was getting better gold right in here. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan. Let's get after it. So Rick exposed a crack over there in the bedrock, and I just took my sucker unit, and there's got to be 15 little pieces in there. So he thinks that might be where that bigger piece came out. So I might sucker some more out of there. I'm gonna go dump this in Rick's pan because it's his gold, really. So he's gonna sucker that. Uh-oh. Run! I got that on camera.
Run away, sucker.
There, so yeah, that's pretty good. We'll go give him this gold, and I'm gonna work on that crack some more. I know that sounds kind of funny. We're gonna work it some more. I don't know if it's better in the sun or not, but look at that. It's getting the shade a little bit. Usually it's better in the sun, but I can't see in this little screen. I think I can see it there. Yeah, that's a nice little haul. That was to the right looking downstream. So we're gonna go farther to the right this time. First I gotta go on a rescue mission. I doubt we can see that through the camera. Oop, black fly. My classifier took a swim down the river. So I gotta go get that. Rick's still poking around there. He hasn't found the bottom yet, so. Reaper's serving him well. All right, just for you folks. I spent some time and panned out most of the black sand out of that just so we could see the beautiful yeller stuff we're after. All right, enough of that. Bucket number 4. I don't know if that is better or that's better. That better or that better? More glare like that, I think. Anyhow, that's pretty consistent, and that's the amount of black sand that I got. I might, I'll probably just dump it off. Took me long enough to get it that exposed, so we're doing okay, I think. I think I'm still going to get closer to the right looking downstream. I keep saying that, but I keep sort of hanging right in that same area. I don't know. You know what? I may step down straight downstream. Let's do that and take a bucket. See what we get. That'll tell the tale. I got some rocks to move first. And Rick's got another nice piece. Oh yeah, look at that.
There's 2 of them in there.
Hopefully that'll come out on camera. There's one on this side, bottom screen, second riffle, and the other one's in the last riffle. Oh, there it is. It just uncovered itself. Nice. Couple nice pieces. Rick, I screwed up your stick again. There we go. You had it sticking up, so you had to bend over.
Yeah, keep catching me in the ass.
All right. Well, since I got...
It's getting a little difficult to dig over in there, so I moved over to...
Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's some awful ripply bedrock through there. He's getting right down into it too. That's goopy looking stuff. I think tomorrow if I come up, I'll bring my golden sand pump that crack out.
Good. I bet you there might be something good in the bottom of that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of little stuff.
We can get, I can't get it cleaned out good enough with that other little sucker pump. I don't think it's made for moving that amount of material. Just didn't feel like carrying it up today, but by golly, if I come back tomorrow, I will. All right, so here's where I am. I'm just about down to the top of my boots, but if I don't, I'm gonna move towards this rock and dig this little section out. And if I don't see any color, then I'm gonna move this way. I'm probably gonna come this way in towards the bank. And if I don't see a lot of color, I'm gonna say to heck with keeping my feet dry. And we're gonna swing for the fences here. I don't wanna get myself too exhausted because I think there's a couple of spots we want to spot check on the way back. So who knows, I may not even be back here tomorrow. If those spots turn out to be something decent, then that's what we'll do. We'll hit those. Well, we're running the concentrates through the cleanup sluice. I'm not going to bore you with this because I'm sure you're sick of seeing this thing, how much I love it. But I had almost, that's 2 pints, so no, that's a pint, 2 cups. So that's a pint. I had that just about full, right to the brim. There's a couple of pieces of gold in there. I'm going real slow. I didn't classify this down, so I will be back with the clean out and hopefully a weigh in, and I'll let you know if this thing lost any. I'm hoping it doesn't. These concentrates are really heavy. I'm going really slow, so I hope this thing is true to form and doesn't lose any. If it does, I'll let you know and I'll show you.